guys! Ever since I did my video about light packing for 2 months in a carry-on, people have been requesting me to do a what's in your day bag video. So I'm gonna do that now and walk you through what I put in my day bag. Here we go. First off, you have to choose the bag, and I would say go with something light. I have tried different kinds of bags. I have this one, which I filmed in my other video, and it's a bag that folds into itself. It has plenty of pockets and it's super light and it's even water resistant. So I really like this bag, and it has place for water bottles on the outside, and up at the top it has a big pocket as well. I really like it, except that these straps, it's just like there's no support in the back, and these straps are really thin. So Morten and I have just experienced that once we walk around, we really want something that's a little bit more comfortable on the back. We looked through our closet and we found this bag that we actually already had. This is just a normal Eastpak bag, and I think it's like 10 years old at least. It's kind of ripped up here, but I hope it'll last for a long time still. It is super light because this is water resistant material as well, and it just has one pocket, but it has padded straps. And this bag has this kind of foam thing inside it, so it's kind of stiff, which we really appreciate. So right now we just use this one. It is a little bit bigger and it doesn't have as many pockets, but it's so much more comfortable. I always seem to have a lot of little knickknacks that I want to bring on my trips, so I just throw them all in here. I always start off with sunglasses. Even if it's cloudy, I always bring them, because sometimes the clouds, they can just kind of form like a thin layer, and it's super bright even though the sun isn't directly on you. So I always bring sunglasses. I bring earplugs just because if I need to lie down, have a rest, I can always get it quiet. And they're super light, they don't take up any space, so down they go. An extra hairband, I always seem to lose mine. Chapstick, because my lips tend to get super dry even if I don't go far. So even just being outside for the whole day, it'll just, yeah, I'll need this, so I always bring it, and if I don't, I always get so annoyed and I have to buy one. A pen, because you never know when you need to write something down. Tissues, because public bathrooms can be kind of disgusting and they don't always have toilet paper, so always bring tissues. I always bring a few band-aids just in case I have a blister or something. I can fix it up, keep going, and it doesn't have to slow me down. Few painkillers, they're just really nice to have around if you get a headache or something. I tend to bring a mascara just because my mascara tends to fall off, so I like to bring it if we're going out for dinner at night, or if I don't want to look super tired on the camera. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I look really tired, but that's why I bring this one. Sometimes I bring this disinfectant. It kind of depends on where I'm going. Some places I bring it, some places I don't. It just depends on the trip, but I like to always have it in my carry-on at least. I always bring my phone. I use it quite a lot because I have a data package that includes a lot of data in most of the European countries, in the States, and some places in Asia. So I don't have to get another SIM card when I travel. And that means that I use this as a GPS, I use the map function, I use the camera, so I always bring a charger. This way I can charge in a cafe or a restaurant or something, and I don't have to worry about running out of battery. So I like to have this one with me. In the bigger space, I always throw a pad at the bottom, just because you never know when you need one, and it's just nice to have at least just one, and then you can go get some more. I always carry a little bit of money on me where I can reach it easily, but my wallet in general, I keep it out of sight, and I just usually throw it at the bottom. Water bottle, remember to hydrate. This is my little bag for my camera. The camera I actually usually just wear around my neck, but this one is really nice to bring with me just because this is where all the little pockets is, and I know where I have the extra SD cards and the extra battery and stuff like that, and then when I put the camera away I can actually store it and it's secure, and it's very light. It doesn't weigh anything. Of course it does take up some space, but I think it's worth it, and I just put it in the bottom anyway. The next 3 items, it kind of depends on the weather and where I'm traveling. I always try to dress the warmest that I need. So I can take off a layer if I need to, and if I get too warm, and then I'll put it in here. If I'm not sure about the weather, I might bring a sweater like this one, or my jacket. Of course, this is a lot more heavy and it takes up a lot more space, but it can fit in here. And it's mostly probably if you go to places where it's supposed to rain, or yeah, sometimes you just need a real jacket and not just a sweater. So it can still fit in here. Most of the time I would check the weather, I would wear it if I needed to, and then I would wear it the whole day, and then maybe I would need to take it off and put it in the bag. So most of the time it's not in the bag, if that makes sense. I almost always bring a scarf, even on my day trips, because you never know if you'll get cold, if you'll need to cover up, if you're traveling in a place where you need to go into a church, like a Catholic church or something, you need to cover up. And this one I can use over my shoulders, or I can wrap it around so it covers my legs. It's very thin, but I can still use it if I need to lie down in a park. I can use it as a pillow. So for the weight, I just like to bring it. That's it. Of course, Morten and I travel together most of the time, and he does add a few items to this bag, but it's not that much. It's maybe one extra pair of sunglasses and an extra sweater or something. So it's totally doable. And then there's two of you carrying the bag, which is a big plus. And most of the time he actually ends up carrying it. I feel bad for him. And then I go around with my camera, but he's a trooper about it. So that's all that's in my bag. I really hope that this video will help you next time you have to pack your day bag. If you liked the video, please hit subscribe, thumbs up, and share it with your friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye! We always have new adventures coming up, so don't forget to subscribe to join us and see where we're heading next.